But at the core of who I am are my Hmong values and culture. These are the characteristics that I believe make Hmong people who we are. We are kind, we are generous, respectful, and we are hardworking. We essentially are good human beings. So I'd like to share my story. I won life's lottery. I was born in Melbourne and I was raised by the wider Sakeo and Tau families. My parents owned a treaty and Pao Sakeo, and my God is Duolo. Growing up, the fundamental human needs were always at arm's reach for me. Abundant food, shelter, companionship, and a sense of belonging. The village that I grew up in painted a picture of my future life. Even though it was never said, I knew what I was meant to do. I was meant to study hard, get a good paying job, marry a man, be a good wife, raise children, and look after my family at home. That was my destiny. My life, however, did not follow a typical path or a logical order. I broke the mold many, many times. My mum always told me that I could achieve anything if I worked hard for it. And she pushed me out into the world to experience everything life could offer. So I left home at the age of 17 and I went overseas to France to live and study with strangers. I left home again at 19 to go to university in Tasmania, and supported by my auntie and uncle, Vu and Chu Tao, I spent 6 years studying, and I became the first female Hmong Australian doctor. Importantly, I'm now one of many, okay? There are many of us out there. But to be honest, it wasn't a glamorous life. It still isn't a glamorous life. I spent the majority of my 20s and 30s training to become a specialist doctor. I spent the best part of 2 decades working in various hospitals and clinics. I slept and exercised very, very little. I lived off cafeteria food and hospital sandwiches. I saw and witnessed many, many horrific things. I spent more time in operating theatres and on hospital wards than I did at home. I missed many family functions and other significant events. Finally, I graduated, specialised, and met a very highly supportive partner. We had 3 beautiful children. After the events of December 2017, I got married, and with my 3 children by my side, and I finally became a wife. My life is proof of the change and evolution that Hmong Australians have achieved. Our lives are diverse. Our life choices may seem alien and bizarre. Our life choices may not seem easy to understand, but at the end of the day, we're all Hmong. At the core of us all, and I'm talking about my generation of young Hmong Australians, we share a lot in common with our parents' generation of Hmong Australians. We're all kind, generous, respectful, and hard-working. We're all good human beings. And that is why I believe we are the success stories of our parents. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we're going to get my daughter, Leah. She's going to take her just a couple of minutes to prepare, and she'll be playing the cello.
Please welcome Lily. Lily is a proud third-generation Hmong Cambodian teenager living on the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. She is one of Li Chu and Hoa Vang's grandchildren, and today she brings her passion and talent to our 50-year celebration through the rich, soulful sound of her cello. With a bright future ahead, Lily dreams of one day becoming a high school teacher, giving back to her community through learning and inspiration. Let's give a big welcome as Lily takes the stage.
should I put the
One person, my dad. As I have grown, my habits, values, and views have shifted. These changes did not happen on their own. They were developed through his guidance, his expectations, and his examples. As the person speaking up here, I was not always like this. As a child, I was really focused on playing games and not caring about anything else. I avoided putting effort into most tasks, and I would always try to find the easy way out. A great example of this would be, I used to always cheat off the Kumon work apprenticeship. If you guys know what Kumon is, raise your hand, who knows what Kumon is? Yes! However, as I grew older, this mindset shifted out of my life. My values changed. The way I respond to challenges has changed. 2. The main factor for this change was my dad. My dad was the largest role model in that process. He shaped the standards which I hold myself today. My dad, Chai Bachai Shong, is a hard-working man who values effort above shortcuts. He came from a family where nothing was handed to him. Coming to America with nothing to his name, he had to work for everything himself. His early life demanded a sense of responsibility for him. He learned quickly, if he ever wanted to survive in this world, he would need to show up every day, even though motivation dropped, even though he was tired, even though he didn't want to do it, he had to show up because that's what he needed to survive. He believes that the amount of effort you put in matters more than raw talent alone. These beliefs guided him to how he raised me. Can I get everyone's attention? There's still people speaking at the back. Hello? Thank you. Additionally, he has taught me the value of responsibility. He trusted me with early expectations, which forced me to grow over time and under pressure. This pushed me to become more independent. This taught me how to have ownership over my actions. These lessons still guide my life today. Parents alone shape more than daily routine. They shape core values and standards. Children absorb these behaviors long before they understand them. Words, actions, and expectations stay with them into adulthood. My dad understood that responsibility, so he chose guidance over comfort, long-term growth over short-term ease. That choice shaped the person I continue to become. Changes has defined my life so far. That changed to reflect guidance, patience, pressure, and care from my dad.